Once again, we have Elytra launches in versions 1.16 and above in Minecraft Bedrock Edition, after the second attempt to remove sand pushers from the game. So even after they removed gravity block stacking in 1.16, it made it so that gravity blocks break after 30 seconds in the recent 1.16.100 betas, based off of OB's 1.16 self-refilling snow pusher, which currently works since it refills using a snow golem, and you see it's pushing you. I made my own Elytra launcher based off of this, which produces almost identical results to previous ones. The main difference is that this is actually limited to a height of only 74 blocks, because even though we're refilling it at a constant rate, it also breaks into items at a constant rate. So yeah, so if we wait for 30 seconds until we see some snow blocks starting to pop off like that, you can see Y12, and then we're at Y84, so that time was 72 blocks. So yeah, and that's how this one works, and it's also a pretty good snow farm, as you can see. This one produces up to 72 to 74 blocks of height, and that's because the theoretical maximum, if you have only one snow golem, is actually 75 blocks, because of the fact that there are only 300 redstone ticks in 30 seconds, and you can only have 75 snow layers at a time. But since we also need to make time for this piston to push back and forth so that the gravity blocks are on this partial block, that also wastes 4 redstone tick, so which makes it really the maximum of 74 blocks. And yeah, and I also added an extra redstone tick over here to make it more reliable. So yeah, this one usually makes you go up 73 blocks, which, I mean, it's still pretty good. I mean, before you could go up to sky limit, but until they put back gravity block stacking or something, yeah, this is the best we've got. Unless you want to build like a translocation elevator or something, which isn't as fast as this one. As you saw me use this before, you can just leave this on for lag purposes, or you can turn this off to stop the snow from producing. But if you want, you can just leave it on the entire time. Place some hoppers below to collect all the snow, and yeah, and then whenever you're ready, you can just click this button and then launch up, and then after another 30 seconds, you'll be able to use it again to launch up another 74 blocks. And yeah, so this is probably the best Elytra launcher that's still relatively compact. And I don't see how you can use more than one snow golem at a time, since yeah, I've tried testing it myself and it's pretty hard to make. And yeah, the credits go to Obi for his 1.16 horizontal sand pusher, and Navy Nexus for the original Elytra launcher concept using gravity blocks. So before we begin this tutorial, make sure you're subscribed so that you don't miss out on the future content coming up. And once you're done with that, we can start by gathering the materials list on the screen. And to actually start building, you want to place a soul sand in the middle like this, place a sticky piston over there, place a solid block here, and create a simple 8 game tick clock with the repeater going that way, dust here, and 2 solid blocks on top. Then this will be your on and off switch. And then to start on the waterless bubble columns, you want to place a dispenser here, and then place 2 solid blocks to prevent water from spreading. Place a button like this, and then fill it up, and quickly power and depower this to create 1 waterless bubble column. For the next one, we can reuse this water bucket, place a water bucket in here this time, and place 2 buttons like that to prevent water from spilling, and then quickly power and depower this, and then you're done with your water. And for that, we can get rid of the scaffolding blocks like so, and gather our materials back, and we can come over here and place a sticky piston upright. Gather your other materials that you may need later on, and with this we can place a glass pane over here, a repeater on 4 redstone ticks like that, place a solid block like this, can't be a transparent block because it has to be powered, and then place a scaffolding block over here, and then place a glass block over here, and here, place a repeater on 1 tick, and 2 redstone dust like this. And once you're done with that, we can place 2 temporary blocks over here, place 2 glass on the side like this, and 1 glass pane in the middle. And this will be your snow golem holding cell. And once you're done with this, we can place in a sticky piston like that, a redstone dust over here, temporary block there, and we want the observer facing this way, and get rid of that, and you want to place a slab over here. And then once you're done with that, we can grab our button, and it can be any button. And then you also want to grab out your obsidian, and might as well get your snow and pumpkin. And then you want to place a non-movable block over here, such as obsidian or crying obsidian. Place your button like this, and then if you want to test this out, we can just power this, and this should quickly come up, and this one should later on power. And then we place an obsidian here so that the slab doesn't push the glass pane to the side after being powered twice. And then next we can place our snow golem here, temporarily get rid of that, place 2 snow blocks like this, a carved pumpkin over here, and then place our glass pane, and then we're done with this farm. And then yeah, to use this, you just leave this on for 30 seconds, and if you're doing this on the floor, you want to make sure there's air block underneath so that the snow doesn't fall on the floor instead. But if you're in the sky, you don't have to worry about anything. And to actually launch up, you have to wait at least 30 seconds at the very beginning. And then once you see snow starting to pop off, which takes a little bit, you can come over here and then press here the button, and then boom, you just flew 73 blocks. And then yeah, you can leave this on if you wish, but if you just want to turn it off for lag purposes, do that. And then yeah, you can also put the hoppers if you want, or just manually connect the snow every now and then. Yeah, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can reach me down below in the description, or join my Discord server. And yeah, that's going to be it for this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye.